get ourselves connected. Gotta get yourself connected. Gotta get connected.
When you're starting a new business, you don't always have as much money as you'd like to put towards your advertising. Well, we're going to look at a couple internet marketing solutions today that just might help you put fewer dollars in and get measurable results. I've got with me here in studio Chris Breikss. He's the president of Seg6 Marketing, and you are a search engine guru.
Well, thank you, Lindsay.
Let's talk to the viewers out there and take a look at what they can do to get their website showing up in the search engines through Google Adwords and pay-per-click advertising.
Okay. Well, Google Adwords is a pay-per-click advertising model that you're probably familiar with if you do searches in Google on a daily basis, like most of us do. You've often seen the sponsored links at the top, as well. You might be more familiar with the sponsored links on the side. That's part of the Google Adwords advertising program.
And so how would, if I was just starting up my own business, how would I go about getting my website to show up?
You go to google.com/AdWords, and you can sign up for an account there. The process takes about 5 minutes. You need to have a credit card and make a deposit of only $5, but with a very small budget, you can be up and running within 15 minutes.
Wow. In the case behind us here, we're looking at Vancouver hotels. Say I've got a Vancouver hotel and I've signed up for an account. How do I make sure that it's my website or my hotel that's going to show up above all the others? Like, how does that work?
Okay, well, the Google AdWords program is an auction-based program. So at the top, we've got an example with Expedia. They're paying the most for the ad and bidding on the phrase Vancouver Hotel, so they're appearing at the top. Down the right-hand side, we can see that the Holiday Inn and the Renaissance Vancouver are likely bidding a little bit less, but they're also appearing above the fold of the page.
Okay, so if I was starting up a new business, how much of a budget would I need to put towards a Google AdWords account in order to get the kind of results that I want to show up on in these listings?
Okay, for this example, this is quite an expensive term, Vancouver Hotel. You're paying over $1 every time that someone clicks on one of these ads, hence the term cost per click or pay per click. But you can get started with a small budget. I would recommend at least a couple of $100, and you can spread that out evenly over the course of a month. So for $200, you could spend $6.66 a day, and if you were paying in the neighborhood of 25 cents a click or 50 cents a click, you could get a significant number of visitors for a small budget. Now,
how would I understand that Google Analytics is a great way of tracking the traffic that comes to my website, and also whether or not the dollars that I'm spending are actually converting into sales or revenue for my business. So let's talk a little bit about Google Analytics. What is it and how does it work?
Google Analytics is a measurement tool that integrates fully into Google AdWords, as well as all other advertising campaigns that you're running. It doesn't just measure Google advertising campaigns. Just to pull up an example here, and you can see how much revenue is being generated if you have an e-commerce site. There are a couple of key metrics that are important when looking at your website. The total number of visitors that are coming to your site, and also what your conversion rate is. What percentage of those visitors are converting into an action, such as an e-commerce sale, or perhaps filling out a web lead, or maybe you want them to pick up the phone and call you. So all of those things can be measured through Google Analytics.
Now, I've heard terms out there about benchmarking. This is something that's I'm not that familiar with, and I'm not sure if our viewers would be either. Can you explain what that is?
It's a feature in Google Analytics that you need to opt in for. But if you wish, you can share your data. And in this example, we've got a hotel that's sharing some of its Google Analytics data with other hotels. And it can compare its numbers versus other hotel numbers in Google Analytics. So for example, how many monthly visitors they get versus what another hotel in a similar market and a similar size might get. Right. In the past, you haven't been able to compare your web analytics to your competitors, which this allows you to do.
Well, there you have it. If you've just started up a new business and you're looking for a cost-effective way to advertise and something that will give you measurable results, you should definitely take a moment, check out Google AdWords and the Analytics feature. Thank you, Chris, for joining us today.
Thank you, Lindsay. Okay.